So hopefully this time it functions. You know, the bad part about technology is that you have to rely on it, even the good and the bad. So I never see streamers, like the high level streamers. Maybe they use a different software than I do. Either way, if there's a specific fragrance you want me to talk about or review, if I have, happy to talk about it. Leave a comment on which specific one you want to hear about, and we'll go through it. Hey, Sensible Peach, how are you doing? I wonder if it lets me reply. Hello. I don't usually do a Wednesday TikTok, but I thought since I got done with most of the stuff I usually take care of on during the week early, I thought I'd see what Wednesday night lives are like. Usually I do Thursdays. I wonder if I could add them in better order this time. Oh, thank you so much for the likes. This one I'll probably wear tomorrow. Commodity Paper Plus. You know, one that's not on here that I did have a co-host join me on Instagram Live, and that was House of Beau. So today this is the one I wore. Espiritu by House of Beau. Leathery. I think it's Oris or Iris. Great fragrance. Some part of it also smells a bit like Cold Stone. So I had an interview with the founder of the brand, I think on the other app. I don't know if I can mention it, but yeah, interviews live on their account. Oh, comments are coming in now. Awesome. I just bought Good Girl for my mom for her birthday. Awesome gift for your mom, and happy birthday to her. Gentleman Privé, solid, definitely sample. It's not a blind buy. Okay, Habibi on the Twitch chat says Royal Crown Sultan. I have not smelled that. Royal Crown Sultan. I don't even know where I could get this bottle. It says it's worth 500 bucks. This is S tier. I don't know. I don't think I would ever maybe be able to smell this. I'll see if my local Nordstrom's maybe has it. Azzaro's, a lot of the Azzaro Most Wanteds I would put in the A or B tier. So Most Wanted, very good. Burberry Hero, I would put C or B tier. It's good. It smells like very clean pencil shavings. But the one you should consider is the new one. I believe it's Burberry Hero Le Parfum. Burberry Hero Parfum. Eau de Parfum. So this is the one that I really like. Funny, right? It's like it gets better with every flanker. Not always the case, but I think this one is what I was initially anticipating what Burberry Hero would smell like. So I will put this one in A tier. Tommy Bahama Maritime, I will put, for the price, if it's under 50, which usually you could find it at a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls for under 50, I would put it in B+. Yeah, like the price is like a crazy spread. You can find it at 100. But if you get lucky and you find it at a TJ Maxx or Marshalls for 50 to 60, even under there, I would still put it in B. Club de Nuit Intense, I put that one. Do I have a photo of it? I don't. S tier and A tier, a great fragrance. Eau de Parfum is probably the most preferred one. Eau de Toilette is still as good. 1 million lucky. Katya, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it very much. Over on the Twitch chat, one question that was asked is, what do I think of Tom Ford Ombre Leather? Awesome. I personally don't vibe with smelling like leather that often. And this one is extremely intense. So if you're looking for a beast mode fragrance, good projection, maybe even better than good, I would probably say it would be worth it for you. If you don't want to smell like leather and have that slight animalic tone to it, I'd put it in B or C category. Parfums de Marly Pegasus. I don't have a photo of it, but I really like Pegasus. Almond, vanilla, powdery. And if you haven't seen that Fragrance Kids video for Parfums de Marly Pegasus, you should check it out. I would show it, but I probably should. So, Parfums de Marly Pegasus. S tier. Chanel Platinum Egoist. That one would be A+ tier. YSLY is the best. We like it. Marc Jacobs is good. Versace. Eros. Get it through Scentbird. Like, get a $10 atomizer. That's more than enough. Oh, thank y'all so much for sending likes. If you want me to talk about any specific fragrance, hit that double tap like and copy link button, where I think it's like you share the live, but you just hit copy link and it tricks the live into thinking I'm live. Probably what you will hear the most often from Bleu de Chanel, the best one, will either be Eau de Parfum or Parfum. And it really is a matter of preference. You can't go wrong. I think it would be Eau de Parfum. It depends on how woody you want to go. So, I think a majority, if you were to vote on it, I think you would go Eau de Parfum. Burberry Her Elixir I have not tried yet. So, both of them would be S tier. Fragrantica, and then I'm jumping between Fragrantica and tiermaker.com. Ombre Nuit. Do I have a photo of it? I don't. Dior Ombre Nuit A+. Very expensive, $170. Spice Bomb Extreme, really good. We're getting into that cooler season. A tier. So, great question, Melch. So, A+ for Spice Bomb. Alright, great question. Another 13 and Santal 33. Both are very different. So if you're not sure, or if you've never smelled them, Another 13 is a heavy ambroxan, musky fragrance. It leans into that synthetic personality. This one will smell like skin, musk, and plastic packaging, but in a very nice and really good way. Slightly powdery as well. All right. Next one is, you asked about Santal 33. If I had to pick between those both, I would go Santal 33, although I really like Another 13. This one's going to be Herbal Green Sandalwood. Both are really good. I'd stick them in A tier just because of the price. Hey, Dariella, first time chat says, what about Pas by Givenchy? Great fragrance and great price. I would go A tier. Pure Excess, good. I would say A tier. Explore, underrated. One of the best Creative Ventus alternatives. Burberry Hero EDT, I'm not the big fan of. I would go B. It smells like very clean pencil shavings. Professional. Not the most intense if you're paying that premium for it. 742 MFK I have not tested. Let me look at that bottle. 742. 724. That's why it didn't show up for me. I haven't tried it yet. Calvin Klein Aqua. Let's see. Versace Man Eau Fresh. You can get it for a really good steal. So I would probably put it at B++, A-. It's good. Versace has some great citrus aromatic fragrances. My preferred one is Pour Homme. This one's still good. I would save up and go Pour Homme. It's a bit more mature in scent. Gucci Guilty good. Probably C. Armani Code. Hey, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Yance. Armani Code. I'm just going to pick one because there wasn't anything. This one, B+, A-. You can get it for under 80 bucks. That's really good. Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 EDP. The 1 EDP, I would go B tier. Great fragrance, but there's a lot more diverse fragrances out there that cover a lot of the same olfactive notes. Gucci Black, B+. YSL Tuxedo. Let's go. A tier. The one thing I will say, and I think this one has an alternative, like a dupe alternative. Is it Mustache Rocas? Yeah, so this one has a budget alternative. It's not a dupe, but if you want that same scent profile at a fraction of the price, instead of paying for YSL Tuxedo, you could get Mustache Rocas. Again, not a dupe, but a $40 alternative. Good question. 212 Carolina Herrera, we put it B+. Stavro with that number 3 icon next to you. Awesome, man. H24. I like it. If you don't know what the phrase synthetic smelling is, give this one a smell at your local Sephora. Synthetic smelling being that it smells slightly metallic, off, or unnatural, but that doesn't necessarily mean unpleasant. This is a great synthetic fragrance. What I would call like the future of fragrance, in my opinion. Just very more in the exploratory realm. I would put this in the B+. Le Labo, another 13, A-. A great fragrance. Just a very heavy price tag. Prada L'Homme. I love Prada L'Homme. One of my favorites. I'm extremely partial to fragrances that have iris, orris, just that powdery floral composition. I would put it in A+. Thank you so much for those roses. I'm trying to find the last comment. Versace Man Eau Fresh, we covered that. We would put that one in B tier. Calvin Klein Aqua. Home. How do I spell Klein? Thank you for the roses. This is a good fragrance. I would go Versace if I'm going ozonic or aquatic, or Paco Rabanne. This is still really good. An under $40 purchase. I would put it in B+. Otherwise, I would recommend maybe saving 20 more bucks and you go into that Paco Rabanne price range, or maybe a little bit more and you're in the Versace. Is Phantom Paco good? You know what? It was good to me at first, but the more I wear it, the more I think it smells a bit too sweet for me. I love the bottle. That was like 60% of the buying decision for me. Extremely unique. Also, the story is unique. If you don't know about this one, Paco Rabanne Phantom. Yeah. So if you don't know about Phantom, is they did what they call, I believe, neuroscience, and they basically analyzed thousands of neurons in men between the ages of 25 to 35. And I'm paraphrasing off memory from an article I read. And they said that the people that smelled this fragrance were evoking feelings of alertness, sexiness, but it was basically all good stuff. I think it does give you those feelings, but it does seem a bit youthful in scent profile. It's good. I just would probably, initially I used to have it up here, but now I probably bring it down here. These two. If you could find a travel size, I would go travel size. Question was Habit Rouge, Guerlain. I don't think I've smelled the EDP. Yeah. I love Guerlain fragrances. If I'm looking at this, I figured it would have a classic barbershop style of fragrance. Launched in 19... Not to say that it smells old, but it's like the composition style. Maybe more to a demographic that was in the 60s or 70s. All right. Versace Pour Homme, I like. We're putting it in A tier. Nautica Voyage. For the value. For the value, Nautica Voyage goes A. Club de Nuit goes here. We'll give you that one. Go that one. All right. Le Labo Centel 33, we would put A minus. 1 million, we would put in B plus tier. Baccarat Rouge, we would put in A tier. It's a really great fragrance. They did raise the price, and I do factor price in a tad in this just for consistency. Okay. There's a comment that caught my eye. Halloween Man X. Okay. Halloween Man X. If you are young, junior high, early high school years, and you've never bought a fall fragrance, this is a fine starting fall fragrance. It's a great one. But the one thing I always stipulate is if you're extremely active, like sports, athletics, cross country, I would not recommend this. It could just, I think it just diffuses too much on the skin. If you have a fragrance like this, that vanilla and coffee note just go crazy in scent, and I think it doesn't work well for people who may have more athletic in their daily activity. Otherwise, night out, fall, it's great. Drakkar Noir, classic. B. Thank you all so much for liking and sharing the live. If you don't mind double tapping the screen to let me know that you like this live and you like this content. Dior Fahrenheit. This one has been reformulated from what I hear. I don't know how often or when the last time it was. I'm going to say B+. Blue Electrique YSL. That one is discontinued. I really like it. It is hard to find nowadays, so I would put it in A tier. All right. My Bussy Hurts says Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum Woody Citrus. This one I have not smelled. It looks good though. Still in that same olfactive category as the original Legend, but maybe more woody. 4.21 rating. That's pretty good. So I have to try this one. If I was to rate it where I would rate the original Legend, I would put it in A tier, but I have not tried this one. Let me read the comments. I'm curious what people say. Smells like a mature grown-up version of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. All right. Do you really like this one a lot? Not as fruity as Spirit. Similar to Platinum Egoist. All right, good to know. Polo Red we would put in B+ tier. W Pointless says, what's a good price for Prada Luna Rossa Carbon? Off memory, I'm gonna say 70. I go off Mercari. Well, that is so weird. Why is it like that? Whoa, thank you so much. Somebody asked me what a good price for a fragrance was. I usually reference it in Mercari. Man, they're asking for a lot of money. Okay, you could get it for around 70 bucks, it looks like. It's feasible to get it around 75 and under. So, under 75 or around 75 if you get it secondhand. Discount retailers, you might be able to find it at a really good rate. My best tip is go to places like FragranceNet and FragranceX, sign up for a newsletter, and then they'll probably send you a coupon after a couple days. Gucci Porom, I mean, there's 3 different versions. I like them all. Somebody asked, what would you recommend out of the Creed Aventus, Irish Tweed, or Mountain Water? I would still go Aventus. If you're, I feel like if you resonate more with, let's see, James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, I would go Irish Tweed. If you resonate more with James Bond, Daniel Craig, I would go Aventus. Invictus Paco Rabanne Eau de Toilette Spray. I like it a lot. That one would go B+. It is a sweet grapefruit and aquatic fragrance. It doesn't last long, but it's still a great scent. Let's see. You would like me to rate Acqua di Parma Colonia Club. So I haven't smelled this one. I do love green fragrances. They're just not as like safe. More seasonal if you're looking for something for the spring. Colonia Club Acqua di Parma, I would probably put it A-. Tom Ford Oud Wood, solid S tier. First time chat. Burberry Touch, let's go. Somebody asked for maybe Burberry Touch. Another great one that you could find at TJ Maxx or Marshalls for under 30 bucks. This one would probably be B++, just because of the value. Hey, Katya asked for Deadcool number 3. Hey, you know what? This was one of the ones I liked. I like this one a lot. I'm trying to go off memory which one were my favorite ones. I believe Taunt and Deadcool number 3 were the 2 favorites. So, I'm going to put this one in A tier. Nautica Voyage, we have it rated at A. Dior Sauvage, we have it rated at B. Still a great performer. I would say out of all the Dior Sauvages, if I'm looking for the most versatile, Eau de Toilette is still there. If I'm looking for the best one and best projecting, Dior Sauvage Elixir. The Move Mercedes. Unfortunately, I have not tried this one. Mercedes really does great stuff. They use top of the line perfumers. Dominic Ropion. He made the fragrance that I was wearing last week from Juicebox. He does great freshies, so I would say this is worth it. Hugo Boss Descent, A tier. Jimmy Choo Man, B+. Thoughts on Ben's Club Black? I don't know that one. Ben's Club. Is it this one? Yeah, this is one. That's great. I will put it in B+ as well. What does it say? What price range you might find this at? I don't. It doesn't say. Okay, so some people sell it for about 60. That might bump it up on my category to like A tier for value. So a great value fragrance. Can you do Stronger With You as a fall fragrance? You can. Stronger With You and the flankers for Stronger With You are great fall fragrances. I would put them most in this hovering A and B tier. Acqua di Gio Profundo is my favorite. A tiers. Actually, that one would probably be S tier. Here you go. S tier. We put it up there. Cool Water, A tier. Right now, the link in my bio does have a sponsored post, but eventually on my bio link, I do have a shopping store on Amazon that will put A tier. Gabbana? Whoa, Uomo, Born in Roma, one of the sleepers for fall. One of my favorites. Yeah. Candy Apple, Smoky. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a different one. This one's still good. I would put this one A-, but the one that I really like is Uomo Coral Fantasy. This is the one that's a sleeper. Candy Apple, Smoky, slightly animalic, and aromatic. So I will put this one in your fall fragrance sleeper list. If you get it for under 80, I think it's a great deal. Hugo Boss Descent. I don't have a photo of it, but I would put it in A tier. Yoop, we would put that one in B+. Halloween Man X, we like. It's in A tier. My recommendation for Halloween Man X Stanzo, it's if you're an athletic type who's going to be doing athletic stuff, getting sweaty, I wouldn't wear Halloween Man X. That stuff has that coffee note's going to smell way off if you're doing anything or sweating wearing that fragrance. If you're looking for information on a fragrance, the best websites are Fragrantica, and then you might find some additional info on the specific forums on either Base Notes or Fragrantica. Baccarat Rouge 540, I would put it in A tier. What ones do I have in S tier? Acqua di Gio, Profundo. This is Alien Mugler Intense. I put Jazz Club. Lieb. Is it Intense? Very good girl. Most of the Bleu de Chanel will fall under this tier. YSLY and Flower Bomb. Byredo Oud Immortel. I have not tried it, but you know what? I'm just going to toss it in the A category. BDK Midnight, A tier. This is not a photo of Leighton, but let's pretend that it is, and we will put it in A tier. Leighton's great, but it is a sweet fragrance that probably should be more reserved for fall. It's my recommendation. Otherwise, it just smells a bit too sweet. Stronger With You Intensely, I'm Zay. I think it's great. Great selection. Initio Addictive Vibrations, great. Le Beau, you know, I don't know what it is. It seems like a lot of conversations from people on Twitch really like this fragrance right here. Gaultier. Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems like almost every single Twitch chat, somebody's asking me about this fragrance. Which is like, is it that popular? In Twitch? The Twitch circles? I don't know. But I'll put this one in B+. This is good. It's a good fragrance. Creed Aventus, A+ tier. Drakkar Noir, B+. May not last as long as it used to. Pretty sure it's been reformulated a time or two. Invictus Paco Rabanne, I've rated, so what would I rate that as? I would rate that one A-. Next one, Halloween Man Next. A tier. Milk versus gold. I would go milk 8 times out of 10. I would pick milk over gold, commodity gold. Gold, I believe, is the more gourmand commodity. Gold. There it is. There's a new bottle. Vanilla Amber. This is good. It just didn't resonate with me. I preferred more the milk. Powdery, woody, marshmallow. Yeah, I'd say 8 times out of 10 I would go milk over gold. Bad Boy Le Parfum. What would I rate it? Boo, boo, boo. Bad Boy Le Parfum. I believe this is the one with the cannabinoid. I can't show a picture of it. I'll put it in B+. Yeesh. I showed a picture of it. Okay, B+. Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. S tier. Paco Rabanne's 1 million. We would say B+. Paris Hilton for men? I didn't know she made a fragrance for men. Let's take a look at this. Mr. Recante, thank you so much. Wow. You learn new things every day. Thank you, Katya. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, Paris Hilton for Men will be the fall banger this year. So only a few left on Amazon and Max Aroma. Paris Hilton for Men. I haven't smelled it. What could I rate it? I don't know. A+. Thank you so much, Mr. Encante. I appreciate it so much. Paco Rabanne 1 million, we put B. Bad Boy Le Parfum, we put B+. Orto Parisi, I have not smelled. What's a good long-lasting cologne? Look for notes that are deeper and more resinous. Givenchy, Tom Ford. This one still lasts pretty long. The Paco Rabanne's Phantom. But if I was to say, like, what would be a good versatile fragrance for somebody that's looking for a fragrance, I would probably say Commodity Book. What does it go for? Maybe go for $80. So Commodity Book. Pure Excess Night. And while I do that, I will also mention What do I think of Billie Eilish's perfume? I think it's really good, but to be transparent, it has been compared a lot to Warm Vanilla Sugar by Bath and Body Works. So if you smelled that before, that may ruin your experience because it is a much more expensive fragrance than Warm Vanilla Sugar, but it's like a sugar and spice vanilla perfume. It's good, not the most projecting. It lasts, but it goes into a skin scent after like hour 4 or 5. So if you're looking for something that sits closer to the skin, that's sugar and spice and vanilla, Billie Eilish should be like in the B+ tier. Pure Excess Night, a great fragrance for the fall. What would I put this? I'd put this one in A tier. A tier. First time chat, Spigo, thank you so much for joining. All right, y'all. I think I've got it in me to do 2 more, 3 more. All right, I'll try to do 3 more. And by the way, if I don't get to all your comments, I do try to answer them on Instagram as well. So leave me a DM, give me a follow, send me a DM, and say, hey, I was on your TikTok live. I'd love to get your thoughts on Chanel Eau de Tendre or Cloud 2. Good Girl Supreme. Where would I put Good Girl Supreme? What are we working with? Was this vanilla? It is vanilla white floral. It would be really good. I would put A+. The reason I rank Good Girl high sometimes, like this one, so Supreme would be up here too. I tend to put this one in S tier because it lasts a pretty good amount of time, and it's pretty diverse in how you can wear it seasonally. Like if you're into that kind of scent profile, a good balance of florals and musk, like cashmere and almond. So that's why this one gets up here. Otherwise, Good Girl Supreme, I'd still put it in A. It's a good fragrance. I don't take anything away from it. Pago Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. All right, 2 more. 1 Million Lucky, we will say goes B+, A-. Yeah, $75. Great fragrance. Yeah, I would say A-. What would be a good deal for this? If you could find it under 80, maybe? Fragrance Net has it for 75. Azzaro Wanted by Night. This one's already ranked as A tier, so we'll give it some attention here. Versace Dylan Blue Eau de Toilette, I would say it goes A tier. Best cologne for projection. Alright, you didn't hear me say this, but the best cologne for projection is Dior Sauvage EDT. Some projection notes don't last very long. Otherwise, I would go things that are like fall fragrances, like the Azzaro Most Wanted, Spice Bomb Extremes. Yeah. Or go heavier into musk, like Versace Pour Homme, Givenchy Pie A tier, Versace Eros Flame A-, great fragrance. Hugo Boss Descent. I've gotten a lot of requests for Hugo Boss Descent. I wonder if there's been anything that's been new with it. The scent and the scent of de parfum. Oh. 2017 release. You can find it for under $70. Under $70, it would be A tier. Okay, I think I've hit most of the comments. Givenchy Gentleman A tier. Alright, last one. And by the way, if I don't get to your questions or review, leave me a comment on my next TikTok or send me a DM on Instagram after you follow me. Somebody says bet. All right, thank y'all so much. Let's see if anybody's following me so far on Instagram. Dang. Let's see. Louis says, what are your thoughts on Club de Nuit Intense Man? My response, this is from earlier this week. I still prefer Mont Blanc Explorer. See, I do respond to DMs. But it doesn't project as much as Club de Nuit. I would pick Club de Nuit Intense EDP. Halloween Man X is good. Just avoid it if you're into heavy athletic activity. So it tends to smell kind of funky when it's mixed with sweat because of that bitter coffee note. Mont Blanc Spirit, good. I'd put it in B+, even though for the price. Office for Men, great scent. For the price, though, I would put it in B+. Burberry London. Alright, I'm just sprinting through them, and then I'm out of here. Yeah, this one doesn't look familiar to me. Burberry London I have not tried. Looks like it's rated really high. Only 69 votes though. So 2009 fragrance sounds like it's discontinued or isn't around anymore. S tier, just for how hard it is it might be to find it. Why is ombre leather so low? Yeah, that's all personal preference. Like, how much do you really want to smell like heavy leather? And how often do you want to smell like what leather? This might be more occasion based. Part of this ranking system isn't all about the scent. Some of it is factoring in the price and the versatility of the fragrance. So something very sharp, woody, spicy at a high price point, unless it's Tobacco Vanille, I might push it down to A tier or B tier. Black Orchid, I'd put it in A-. Best websites to buy fragrance? Somebody told me this was the best fragrance website. Somebody told me Aura Fragrance was the best website. I don't get paid from them. Mont Blanc Explorer, here's an example. $44. And that's the big bottle? That's a pretty good deal. Alright, Sauvage usually retails for what, 80, 90? 67? That's pretty good. More than likely these are like testers, because Parfums de Marley Layton, what does it retail for? 200? 167? Oh, pretty good. Yeah, so Aura Fragrance or Fragrance Net. There you have it. Those are the inside scoops on the best places to buy fragrance for the price. Some people have had issues with Aura Fragrance and they've refunded them and returned them. So if you get any issues with any of them, you know, most of these places do require their reputations to remain well, especially in like fragrance calm communities. Wait, did somebody ask for Miss Dior 2017? I put it in A tier. Dior Eau de Parfum. Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad. Ooh. What would I put that? S tier. Somebody said, where is Jeremy? Wow, yo. Wow, yo. Wie mich Parfum richtig auftritt. No, that's a horrible German. Wie mein Parfum richtig auftritt. I forgot. Is that German? I think that's German. Best cologne for Why Won't She Love Me? Okay. Why Won't She Love Me cologne? There you go. Why won't you? Uh, Maybe it's not moody enough. Maybe you want something earthy. Why won't she love me cologne? Maybe commodity paper. Yeah, ombre leather does last, but it really fades into this like Bible pages or like very old book. Something that like has like reminiscence of leather. All right, y'all. I think I've rated out. I'm rated out. 1 million lucky Paco Habans. B plus. Best websites to buy a fragrance. Or a fragrance like this one. Or Fragrance Net. But otherwise, I'd go Mercari if you don't mind getting secondhand. Katya, thank you so much for jumping on and staying on. Man, that's awesome. Always so engaged. Shout out to Katya. Let me put it in the comments. Shout out to Katya. Much appreciation. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Another one, if Why Don't You Love Me Anymore? Fragrances. Burberry Hero. Why Doesn't She Love Me Anymore? Fragrances. I would toss Burberry Hero up there on the list. Ambery, woody. It's a much better version of the original. Burberry Hero, good. It just smells like very clean pencil shavings. Everybody, I enjoyed this. If you want to continue the conversation, send me a DM on Instagram. Obviously, give me a follow on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. All my ratings that I put on here get saved to my YouTube and Twitch channel after every TikTok live. So if you missed something, want to repeat something, go back to my previous lives. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have an amazing evening.